they can go to within 1 point of the pace setters by beating them today. Milan, of course, have only domestic honours on which to concentrate now this season. Banned from Europe after their debacle in Marseille in March, when their European Cup tie ended in turmoil after they walked off. Embarrassment for the European and World Club Champ defeat this season came against Milan City rivals Inter, who beat them thanks to a late Lothar Matthäus penalty in the capital. Here is the Roma team today. German international Thomas Hessler, a World Cup winner, of course, for his country in Italy last year. He's among Roma's new signings this season. And in attack, Roma's most expensive recruit from 3 years ago, Rizzatelli, lines up alongside former Napoli striker Carnevale, who has only recently returned from a 1-year ban for failing a dope test. No Aldair, the Brazilian, for Ottavio Bianchi's team today, or the German forward Rudi Völler. They are both missing from the starting 11. Huge crowd in the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium today. Looking forward to what should be a really good fixture between these two teams, vying for the top places in the Italian league. Milan unbeaten so far, and looking for their 4th straight win in Serie A. In front of Rossi, Franco Baresi is still their defensive linchpin. Maldini, such a cultured fullback for club and country, another fixture too. And Fabio Capello, in his first season as coach of Milan, has the 3 Dutchmen to base his tactics around: Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard, and of course Marco van Basten. Massaro, a former Roma player, also in Milan's attack today. Fabio Capello looking to emulate Arrigo Sacchi and win the Scudetto in his first season as coach. We'll be kicking off here. Off we go. Carlo Ancelotti will be the fulcrum in midfield. No Albertini for Milan today. He is missing, so is Donadoni. Here's Rijkaard. Now Baresi. Captain of Italy now too, having taken over from Inter's Giuseppe Bergami earlier this year. Naylor. He's an uncompromising defender for Roma. 30 years old now, very much their strong man at the back. The only survivor at Roma, indeed, from the side that won the Scudetto 8 years ago. And then Milan. Maldini. Only 21, but already with so much success behind him. This is Simone. Massaro's checked into the box, so is Van Basten. Here's Massaro. Well, some sumptuous link-up play then from Milan. Van Basten played him in, Massaro. He just squeezed it wide. Massaro, who cracked the only goal of the game last week against Bari to keep Milan a point clear of Juventus at the top. Had 1 season on loan to Roma back in the late 80s. That was Bonacina. A big stretch here now by Gullit. Bent over to Massaro. Brave goalkeeping by Chavone, but it's Van Basten. And Milan go in front. The master goal poacher strikes again. Already so prolific this season, Van Basten. Roma might have thought they dealt with the problem thanks to the courage of Chavone. Not so. Van Basten gives Milan the lead on 30 minutes. And it's fully deserved. Ancelotti. And Massaro. Maybe got an unkind bobble then. Here's Massaro again. Maldini with Marco van Basten. Di Marchi is the man marking him. Appropriately enough with that name, here's Rijkaard. Now Hullet. He's able to get his cross away. Massaro! Yes, it's sneaked in! Schiavone seemed to get his bearings wrong, and Massaro has taken full advantage. Got in round the back then to tuck his header away. Long ball from Hullet. Schiavone was tempted, but then was left nowhere. Lost his balance as well. And Massaro's header over the line for Milan's second goal. Just a few minutes after the first one. 2-0 with less than 10 minutes now to half-time. Control established by the league leaders. 2 games now for the former Roma man, Daniele Massaro. Foul was from Di Mauro. Well, he was left isolated. Baresi just giving him a little consoling pat on the head, which I wouldn't have thought Piacentini appreciated too much. But then this has been very much Milan's first half. Referee Cesare blowing the half-time whistle. Milan leading Roma, and deservedly so, by 2-0. So we're all set then for the second half. And Roma, no question, have to improve now if they are to stand any chance here of changing the balance of power. No changes at half-time. Actually, there's a minor one. Naylor has discarded his hairnet. Perhaps there was a mirror in the dressing room. Hessler. There's Carbone. Hoping to make inroads into that Milan defence. It's no easy task. Carbone, who's in his 7th club already, he's only 26. Came to the capital, to Roma, from Sampdoria. Out come Milan with Van Basten. Scorer of their first goal, Massaro with the second. Ancelotti. Then he's been really impressive in midfield, Carlo Ancelotti. Up comes Rijkaard. So often on the same wavelength as Van Basten. They have a tremendous understanding. Indeed, the 3 Dutchmen, when you include Hullet as well. Such cohesion between them. But this time, Van Basten's foraging, but making no real impact. That applies to the Roma team as a whole. Van Basten now. Slipped off to Rijkaard and then Hullet. It's the Dutch combination. Still Hullet. Beaten out by Schiavone. And luckily for him, it fell straight to Hessler. Rizzatelli. Away from Rijkaard. Now, what support does he have? Not too much, really. But here's Piacentini. Then Bonacina. It was Simone who came back, though, to dispossess him. Massaro. Veering clear of Pellegrini, and then a lovely pass. It's Van Basten. And Hullet taking over. Well, Van Basten clearly thought the chance had gone. Turned away in disgust, he reckoned, without Ruud Hullet, who suddenly came powering forward. You can see Van Basten there wheeling away. And actually, having manoeuvred himself into that position, Ruud Hullet will be very disappointed he didn't make more of that. Only 1 goal in Serie A so far this season from the Dutchman. Crowned, of course, European Player of the Year during his first season with Milan, before sustaining that serious knee injury back in '89. Ancelotti ruling the roost in midfield. Really has been a dominant figure in that area. Here's Baresi. Now Costacurta. Bullet. Some nifty footwork too. One for Massaro. And then in comes Rijkaard. And it's 3 for Milan. And they made that look easy. Schiavone doing his best to keep them out, but failing in the end. Rijkaard, who scores for the first time this season. Bullet to Massaro. It's beaten out by Schiavone, but straight to Rijkaard. Well, he was going to miss it for a moment, but right into the roof of the net. Roma are punished again. Milan, referee though, has spotted a defence in Roma's favour. It has though turned into such a sour afternoon for them, at this stage anyway. Outplayed, outgunned by Milan. At least they're making some progress here. Now Pellegrini. Oh, no offside, what a chance for Carnevale! And he's pulled one back. Well, you don't see that too often. Milan found wanting at the back. And Carnevale has stepped in to make it 3-1. Pellegrini's chip here. Well, Baresi had his arm up for offside. There was no flag, certainly. Costacurta out of position as well. And just look at the time that Carnevale had to beat Rossi. The marking went horribly wrong for Milan. So, nearly scored again. Great reaction save by Schiavone. At full stretch, just to flip it over the bar. Now he's opted to punch it away. Ancelotti to Tassotti. Gonna fall here for Costacurta! Oh! What a goal! An unlikely scorer, Alessandro Costacurta. Only his second ever goal in Serie A. And how's this for a strike? On the volley. It flew past Schiavone, rooted to the spot. That's a fabulous goal. Need to make his mark. Big setback for Roma today. They'd hoped to peg back Milan, having started only 3 points behind them. But they've had to play very much second fiddle. It's an emphatic win for Milan. 4-1 in the end. Although the victory marred by that controversial sending off of Dutch star Marco van Basten. Let's take a check on the top of the table after Milan's resounding victory here. 2 points clear of Juventus.